My first show, as I said to you, called Graphics from the Soup, was what I just spoke about. Was about shooting all these Arabic products. Some are very local, some are known, like Pepsi Cola, Coca Cola. Even if it's in Arabic, you know where it is. When I decided to show my work, as photography, I wanted to kind of, I was always sort of uh, curious about to see some of these paintings in the museums that got painted in 1600, and it has the same frame from the time that painter did. And I always looked at that piece of frame as part of that painting, because if you take that canvas out of that frame and put it somewhere else, it's going to lose something that was made for that. So I took this notion idea as to work with, and then I thought to myself, by using from the using like a bridge from my old work, instead of having it being photographed, to have it actually physically there. And the idea also being in Morocco, North Africa, we have the repeated zillis, the patterns on the tiles and stuff like this. So I was also playing with this idea, having this kind of repeated patterns. Also, long term, I realized it really works for me because, sadly enough, most people are familiar with brands. So even if they don't like your image, they might see Coca-Cola or something like that, and they will point at it. So it really become accessible in a sense, and then hopefully within that, people start finding different layers within the work, and it became accessible to everybody, not sort of a specific type of person or the specific culture. So this was really something that happened, with thought, but also as I was showing the work, I started to see what works and what it did. And also, when I was doing this, if you're a photographer yourself, so if you have to understand, like 25 years ago, photography wasn't, it was just entering the contemporary art world, galleries and museum. There was a few around, but it wasn't like how it is now. So I wanted to do something. I was looking, especially in my portraiture, I was looking at Malik Sidibi and people like that. Um, sorry, turn this off. Um, and I thought, this is a generation that documented a period of time, a city, a country, um, and I looked at myself as the next generation. So I wanted to also push this photography into contemporary art, and to have some like a signature with it. And the frames really worked for me because it didn't sort of, it sort of kind of broke some barriers in a sense.